Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm in Donway Ford and today I'm reviewing the most expensive and the best Bronco you can buy. This is the 2025 Ford Bronco Raptor, the fastest and the most expensive Ford Bronco that's in production. Why is this so expensive? Why is this so better? That's what we're gonna do in today's video. But let's start by showing you guys the keys first. The keys are pretty nice. It's as similar as a Ford key. You have your lock, unlock, remote start, panic button, but it says Bronco at the back instead of the Ford logo. If you look at the front of the car, it does look really nice. When you unlock the car, the DRLs turn on. Before I show you the entire front, let's get inside, turn on the full lights so I don't have to explain the same thing twice. So here we get inside. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button. There, the full lights turn on. This is with the car's hazard. This is with the high beam. This is without the high beam. I'm going to leave it with the high beams on. So if you look at the front of the car, the Bronco's DRLs are all in this yellowish brown color because it's the Raptor. All of the Raptor vehicles gets this extended touch. You have the headlight here, the high beam here, the DRLs here. Because the hazards are turned on, that's why it's flashing. You have the lights in the middle that are in this yellowish accent. You have the front camera, number plate slot, the grille's open for ventilating the car's engine. As this is the Raptor, this is much more jacked up, complete different front end. You have this very nice off-roady kind of look at the front. You have the off-road lights placed on the front of the car as well. It's pretty nice. You have the hooks here, so if the car even like flips around, you can pull this back up. It's pretty nice. But on top of the hood, it actually says Raptor, as you can see right here, and it has the vents so the heat from the engine can come out and the cool air can come in from the front end. It is a pretty nice looking car from the front. The biggest and the nicest feature of this car is just look how wide the front looks. You have rain sensing wipers, you have the cameras for the adaptive brake assist and the adaptive cruise control. Pretty nice looking car. Now let's open the engine, and that's the main part, and show it to you. Let's open the hood from the driver's side and I will show you guys the engine that's underneath the hood. Yeah, a lot of people can see why is it so cold in freaking May, bro. So let's open the hood and let's show you guys the engine. Hydraulic struts are always there. When you open the hood, you have insulation on the top and it says Ford Performance on the insulation part. This is a 3-liter inline-6 engine that has a turbocharger. It's powering all of the 4 of the wheels and it is a hell of a lot of performance for a car. I know we would have liked a supercharged V8, but it is what it is. It's pretty nice overall. You have the battery of the car at the front, you have the engine, you have the big intakes. What else would you expect from a Ford Raptor Bronco? Let's get this down. Let's close it. And we're pretty much done with the front end. Now let's go to the car's side profile. So now we're at the side profile of the car. Before we get into that, let's talk about what the Ford Bronco actually is. The Ford Bronco came out at 1967 with the first generation. This is the 6th generation, but in the middle, they stopped production of the Ford Bronco. This is actually an iconic car that returned, but overall, this is one of the most nicest vehicles that you can get anywhere from an American brand with a Raptor sign on it. If you look at the car's side, the Bronco gets 3 specific models, as you can see, or 2 specific models. There's the normal Ford Bronco. There's the normal Ford Bronco Sport. So the Bronco Sport is the smaller variant. The normal Bronco is over there, and this is the Bronco Raptor. So it's technically 2 different trims. One is the Bronco Sport and one is the actual Bronco. So this is the Bronco Raptor, the highest and the most expensive trim. Let's look at the front tires first and let's go all the way from there. This car has this optional extra, very nice looking rims, to be honest. And then after that, you have the 4-piston brakes inside, but what does the Raptor get it on with the normal Bronco? You have the updated suspension that gets the car much more higher and it makes the car look much more wider. You have the exterior mud fenders that actually make the car look like it's a wide body. You can get this painted and non-painted, it's up to you. You have the side fenders to take the hot air out, or it's just for just there. You have the exterior mirror that are the hazards and the 360 camera. The car gets frameless doors on the 4 of the doors, so that's nice. And then you can see the heavy duty step-ons. It says Bronco over there as well. Same for the back, all frameless door. And just look how big and like how wide the fenders are on these cars. And look at the rims, it's nice. But at the back, you can see the Fox suspension. It actually says Raptor, like right there. And the Raptor specific models get this specific suspension because of Baja. Baja is a thing that you off-road your cars, but you go really fast. That's why these are one of the most popular cars in America and North America. We're gonna go to the other side, show you guys the fuel tank. That is the normal Ford Bronco. This is the Ford Bronco Raptor. It has more power, more tweaks and tweaks. For opening the fuel tank, when the car is unlocked, if it's even not unlocked, it's still gonna open, I'm not gonna lie. It has a capless fuel tank. It's nice, not gonna lie. And then if you look at the rear of the car, it's sturdy, it's an off-road car, it looks nice, right? We're gonna get inside first, turn on the rear tail lights, and then I'm gonna show you the entire rear. So here we get in. The car actually sounds really good too. There the car turns on. This is with the full lights. This is with the hazard. This is with the car on reverse. I'm gonna put it back to park and I'm gonna come outside for showing you the rear. So the lights are pretty simple as the normal Bronco because the hazards are on, that's why it's flashing. You have the reverse light on the center. It's pretty nice how everything is. If you look at the bottom, it says Raptor right there. You have the number plate slot here with the number plate slot cameras. And then if you come over here, you can see you have the towing hinge right there with all of the different electronic stuff for the towing. And you have much more right here. So if you get stuck, you're gonna get pulled out. The rear reverse tires here. This is your rear reversing camera placed here. And you have the upper stop brake light. It's pretty nice. If you come here, you can see the horse that's coming down for the Raptor. It's pretty nice. You have the rear tail lights right here. Overall, it's a pretty nice touch to the car. But if you want to open the boot, how do you do that? You have a button here, you pull that. This is for the bottom portion. And then for opening the upper portion, you just do it simply with your hand. There you go, more than enough room. And you can actually take this entire panel off because this is actually your car's panel. This is the car's chassis. This is not. This is on top. You can remove it, you could drive it as this. So this actually transforms into a complete different car when you like take the entire thing off. Like it is, like the car is like underneath the car's skin, if that makes sense. It's pretty nice overall. Let's get this down, same way. You have the rear windshield wiper washer and the wiper as well, both together. Let's close the boot. And now let's get inside the rear. And before we open the door and get inside, you can see the tail lights are actually different on that and this. That's actually a cool touch as well. Now let's get inside the rear. And then you have some storage areas here. You have a lot of different stuff in there. These are for your window openers that are here because you have nothing on the doors because the door automatically open up. Because you can open the doors of the car, the window openers are located right here and the window completely goes down, so that's nice. The seats are not as comfortable, it's the same as a G-Wagon style, it's just there. Isofix anchor points, it's an Alcantara and leather. You have a center armrest that's like really small and you have two AC vents at the back. It's pretty simple. Like I said, this entire thing opens up, so that's not a point. And now let's come to the other side. If you sit in the center, the transmission tunnel is a bit weirdly placed, but it is what it is. You have your car's door handle here. You can manually lock and unlock from this button. You have the car's grab handle because the window openers are not on the door because you can open the door completely. Just you have to remove this power cable inside. You have a little ventish area there and that's pretty much it. The side step are actually needed because this is a car that's like all the way to the top. But yeah, it's pretty nice overall. But the main fun part of this car is when you drive this in an actual muddy area. Now let's get inside. So now we're on the front of the car. You can see the entire dash is pretty different from other Ford vehicles. You have the Bronco written right here in this nice reddish accent. It says airbag right there as well, and there is an artificial button there. These are the AC vents, and that's the AC vent as well. Lockable glove box, a lot of stuff in there, but decent amount of room. You have the seats that say Raptor there, Alcantara and leather. It's really comfortable to sit in them as well. It says Raptor on the armrest as well. and it's really nice. If I get this up, you have a bit of storage underneath, and it's pretty nice how overall everything is on the car. You have a grab handle here for the passenger. You have two cup holders here. This is for the car's mirror controls because there's no button on the door like I mentioned. These are for the window controls and the window lockers. This is for the four-wheel drive low and high button. This is your gear knob, and then it says Ford Performance right there with a wireless charger here and a decent amount of room with your USB-C types. Now I'm going to show you the car's infotainment system. And before we go to the infotainment system, let me just show you this real quick. The entire thing opens up, and I'm just going to open the driver's side portion so you guys can see how this car is with the roof open. So if I get this up, you can see I can open the entire car's roof from just the button here. So let me get this down real quick. And then now you guys can see how this car is a topless. And I'm going to actually do the video with the top completely down because it's getting a bit hot in here. So let's put this at the rear seats. And now let's come on the front. So now you guys can see, you can drive this like you have a panoramic sunroof that's completely open. It's pretty nice, pretty cool. But now let's come to the car's infotainment system and let me show you all of the features you need to know. So now I'm going to show you the infotainment system of this car. So foot on the brake, pressing the start button, and then it turns on with a nice animation. It says Raptor and Ford Performance. So the screen is bigger than the pre-facelift model. It's pretty nice. It has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It has your normal audio that you can see here. You can connect your phone. You can go to the car's navigation. It's just loading the navigation, but you have a built-in navigation. You have the apps where you can control a lot of different stuff like your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can go to settings. You can control a lot of stuff for the screen and for the car. And you can also control the ambient lighting. You have a bunch of colors, but I'm just going to put it on red. Complete maxed out. And then if you go from there, you can go to the car's feature. So you have your driving assistance, you have your zone lighting, sorry. Then you have your towing and your other stuff button. And overall, I can control a bunch more stuff from here. It's pretty nice how everything is. Everything's digital, everything's nice, it's easy to use, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. But you have the shortcut buttons here as well. So volume, tune, parking sensor, auto start, stop. This is for your cameras. It just has the rear camera right here, and then you can also control it from here. So if I want, I can have the front, and then I can have the entire 360 together. Then you have all of your different buttons that are here for the ACs and other stuff. The gear knob has the horse coming down. And then if we come to the top portion, you have your off-road stuff here with your car's hazards that turn on from here. You have your rear view mirror. These are your shortcut buttons. These are your lights, and that's pretty much it. The vanity mirrors both have a light, and it has the garage opener right here on the driver's side. The steering wheel is a Raptor steering, so it has the stripe on the top. It says Raptor right here. You have some controls here for your cruise control and volume. You have some controls here for that screen, and these are your Raptor modes. It is tilt and telescopic, but it's manual, so you can do it from there. Pretty nice. And then if I just press on this, I can show you the center display. The center display is much more nicer than the infotainment system. You can control a lot of stuff. First of all, you have My View. You can go to that. If you want to press OK, you can have all of your different stuff. So what do you want? Performance view, trip 1, trip 2, Raptor status, and all of your different stuff. So you can remove that if you would like. And then if you go on the first one, this is your performance gauge, as you can see. Then is your normal gauge with your trip. Then is your Raptor settings, your Raptor status. Then is your pinch and roll. Then your off-road status, tire pressure monitor, your power distribution of the four-wheel drive system. Or if you want, you can have it with the Raptor mode. If you press this button, you can control the exhaust. So if you want the exhaust on Baja mode, quiet, normal, or sport. If you want the suspension, you can control that from here. So what do you want? So if you want the full on, like the most off-road version, so for that you have to press this button and all the way go to bumpy, and then you can press the Raptor button and then press on Raptor again, and then you can go to your My modes, and then you can go to the steering, and then you can go to the most sportiest setting. So now the car is on the most sportiest setting it's possible. But yeah, it's pretty nice overall how the gauge changes and everything. You have the paddles at the back. It's pretty good looking. And now we're gonna go to the door. And then I can turn it off from here. So first of all, you have the AC vent inside the cave, and then after that, if you come here, you have your headlight controls and the brightness for the instrument cluster, your parking brake button for opening the hood, dead pedal, brake pedal, and your gas pedal. You have your seat controls here, completely power, and you have your lumbar support as well. As the doors completely open up, that's why there's no actual physical controls except the lock and unlock. Your net edge area here, and this is your grab handle. Windows are frameless. Because for opening the door, it is the most simplest thing ever. It's just you have to just open a few bolts, like this bolt and the bolt on top, and open the electronic sensors. That's pretty much it. So if you liked this video as well, please hit the like button and do subscribe if you want to see reviews like this. I want to say thank you to Donway Ford again for providing all their cars to me so I can review this. Like, this is actually a really special car, because the Bronco Raptor isn't a car that people buy like the normal Raptor or the normal Bronco, sorry. But this is a special unit that they only have, and they are one of the dealerships in the entire GTA that get the Raptor models and the high-end models at the start of the year or the start of the model year. Thanks to Ryan and Omar for arranging all the cars for me. And if you want to see anything else, let me know in the comment section. Until then, I will see you next time. Peace.